Sarah was losing $714 every single month, not to bad decisions, not to reckless spending, not to anything she chose. She was paying a tax she did not know existed, to a system designed to take her money before she ever saw it. She did not discover this from a financial advisor. She discovered it at 1:43 in the morning on a Wednesday in January, sitting on the cold floor of her bathroom in Richmond, Virginia. Her daughter had a fever of 103, and the copay for urgent care was $250. Sarah did not have it. Sarah is 38 years old. She works as an administrative assistant at an insurance company, earning $41,000 a year. She drives a 12-year-old Nissan Sentra with a cracked windshield. She has $11,800 in credit card debt, and exactly $312 in savings. She is not lazy. She is not irresponsible. She went to school, got the degree, showed up early, and stayed late. She packs her lunch. She has not taken a vacation in 3 years. Yet, at the end of every single month, after rent, utilities, car payments, and groceries, the number on her screen is exactly where it was the month before. Sarah is broke because 3 invisible taxes are draining her paycheck. But before we look at how she blocked this theft, we must understand the invisible machinery that put her there. Because here is the silent weight no one talks about: the shame. When you work this hard and still have nothing, you naturally start blaming yourself. You think, maybe I am bad with money. Maybe I just need to be more disciplined. The shame silences you. It makes you feel like you are failing a test that everyone else is passing. But the truth is, you are running on a treadmill that has been sped up by design. The system consumes your effort faster than it rewards it. The first invisible tax is the margin tax. Sarah's take-home pay is $2,600 a month. Rent is $1,100. Car payment, $287. Car insurance, $142. Minimum credit card payments, $236. Phone, $89. Utilities, $160. Student loan, $120. That leaves $466. For groceries, gas, medicine, and anything else life throws at her. This is the margin tax. When your gap is this thin, every ordinary event becomes a financial emergency. A flat tire is a crisis. A sick child is financially devastating. A Federal Reserve study in 2023 showed that 37% of American adults cannot cover an unexpected $400 expense. Sarah is in that 37%. The poorer you are, the more expensive it is to be poor. Every late fee and overdraft is a fee for the privilege of struggling. The second invisible tax is the compound void tax. Sarah has been told her entire life to save whatever is left over. But because nothing is left over, she saves nothing. And by saving nothing, she falls behind every year. Money that is not invested is shrinking. Inflation averaged 3.4% in 2023. Sarah did not get a pay cut, but her salary bought less. Warren Buffett said it plainly: inflation is a devastating tax that targets people who hold cash and rewards people who hold assets. If Sarah had invested just $200 a month starting at age 25 into a low-cost S&P 500 index fund, by age 65 she would have over $500,000. But she could not. The margin tax took it first. The compound void tax is cruel because it is invisible. You never receive a bill for the wealth you failed to build. The third invisible tax is the exhaustion tax. Sarah's alarm goes off at 5:45 every morning. After a long commute, 8 hours of work, another commute, making dinner, and getting her daughter to bed, it is 9:30 at night. Her brain is operating at roughly 5% capacity. This is not a metaphor. Princeton researchers found that financial scarcity reduces cognitive function by 13 IQ points. Sarah is not lazy, she is cognitively depleted. At 5% capacity, you do not study index funds. You do not negotiate a raise. You do not compare car insurance rates. You order convenience food because you are too tired to cook. Every dollar Sarah spends on convenience because she is exhausted is the exhaustion tax. Every financial opportunity she misses because she has no mental room to think is the exhaustion tax. Let us run the math on Sarah's total invisible tax burden. Credit card interest, $2,596 a year. Car loan interest, $910. Overdraft fees, $140. Late fees, $240. Convenience spending driven by exhaustion, $1,800. Bank low balance fees, $72. Total invisible tax, $7,758 per year. That is $646 a month. Sarah is paying 25% of her net income in invisible taxes. If that money had been invested over 27 years until she turned 65, it would have become $843,000. $843,000, extracted from her by a system that charges her for being broke and exhausts her so she cannot fight back. That was the number Sarah stared at on her bathroom floor at 1:43 in the morning. But this is where everything changed. Sarah did not try to fix everything at once. Instead, she followed 3 steps, the same logic Warren Buffett has taught for 50 years. Step 1. Plug the holes. Sarah opened her statements and circled every fee, charge, and subscription she did not choose. She canceled 6 forgotten subscriptions. She moved her checking to a credit union with no fees. In the first month, she freed up $187. Step 1 kills the margin tax. Step 2. Build a buffer. She sent that $187 a month to a separate savings account. In 5 months, she had a $935 buffer. That buffer is not wealth, it is a shield. It is the difference between a bad week and a debt spiral. The moment that buffer existed, the late fees stopped. Her stress dropped. The exhaustion tax weakened. Step 3. Start the compound machine. With the bleeding stopped, Sarah opened a free IRA. She set up an automatic transfer of $150 every month into her low-cost S&P 500 index fund. $150 a month over 27 years equals $195,000. It is the difference between retiring with dignity and surviving on Social Security alone. Sarah is 39 now. She has $4,200 in her IRA and $1,600 in her buffer. Her debt is dropping. She still drives the old Nissan, but something changed. Last month, her daughter needed a $60 pair of shoes. Sarah just bought them, without panic, without a credit card, without lying awake at 3 in the morning. That is what blocking the invisible taxes buys. Not a mansion, safety. So if you are working harder than ever and still running in place, do this tonight. Open your statements, circle every fee and forgotten subscription, move your checking to a fee-free bank, set bills to autopay. Take that freed up money and build a $1,000 buffer. Then open an IRA, automate your index fund transfers, and look away. Buffett made 99% of his wealth after 50. Sarah started at 38 with $312. The only difference between them and you is that they found the invisible taxes and stopped paying them. Your 65-year-old self is watching you right now. But there is a fourth invisible tax hiding inside your paycheck right now, one that your employer is counting on you never discovering. That video is right here.